Hi, I'm Peter. This is the Peter on Health channel. This video is called My Natural CrossFit Training. So, I mentioned we have a Tonal in our home, which is a strength training machine, and I love it. And how it's boosted my testosterone by working out regularly, putting on this muscle on this old guy. But it's unnatural, you know. I mean, it's a beautiful machine. It just hangs on the wall like a wall hanging, like a wall hanging mirror. So it's a beautiful invention. But the whole think about it, just you get on it, you pull these cables, and whatever, and what do you leave? A pile of sweat. You haven't produced anything. I mean, you produced testosterone, but I'm saying you haven't. Your work hasn't done anything like external to you. You know what I'm saying? It's nutty to me. It's nutty to me. Like for example, when I chop wood and that's exercise, and there's my wood piles. This is our pile that we're burning now, and it's multi years, seasoned. We even brought it from the Los Gatos Mountains, and still 2 winters down where we're living now. We haven't burned through it, so and this is my new pile that, once this one's done, we'll start burning this one, which is now over a year old. And what I do is I turn these into logs and I split them and I toss them on the pile. Okay, and so you see these logs right here, and so the thing is, where do they come from, right? Because we don't live in a forest, we live in a farmland, and so there isn't trees falling, and I'm not getting it there. What I'm doing is I'm scavenging. So I take my daughter horse riding, and it's out in the country near some forests, and there's logs lying around, and I pick them up, put them in the back of our minivan, and I bring them home. One man's trash is another man's treasure. Um, but what I do is I put them in the back of the minivan, and you say, well, maybe I'll take them from the minivan and drive them up our side road to the pile. No, no, no. I park our minivan in our driveway, which is near the road, and I unload. I pick them up by hand, and I unload them, and there they are, and I actually weighed the heaviest one, and the heaviest one was 110 pounds, and the lightest was about 70, and I carry it from the car, from the back of the minivan, um, along the side of our property, which is this long gravel road, and then the gravel road ends, and then it's even way, 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 way back there, and and in the back corner, you see this is a fence, and then another person's property. This is the back corner of our property, and it's down this road. And I actually measured it from where I parked the minivan, and I pick it up. It's 110 meters. So I'm carrying 70 pounds to 110 pounds by hand, these logs, and I'm carrying them 110 meters. Now, sometimes I can't make it all the way in one go, the 110 meters, and my grip will die or like my back will give out. And so I set it down, walk back, grab another one. But this is what you do. It's called CrossFit training. I remember 20 years ago, my wife and I belonged to some club, and you could use their weight stack and swim pool. Hey, but they had something in a tent in the back that you had to pay extra for. And what it was you do stuff like this. You'd carry heavy stuff and you'd carry it, right? But it wasn't like firewood to a firewood pile. It was just weights being carried across, but you had to pay extra for that. And I found that so perverse, right? Like you could do all this stuff in the weight training room, and they were making you charge. People would actually pay extra. Why? Because they wanted to do this. They wanted to actually do what I do, is take a 110-pound weight and carry it 110 meters, down to a wood pile, and stack it, right, and then actually use it for firewood to heat the house. You know what I mean? That's the way people always used to live.